I have an idea. We can make some cat food. Yes, here's a couple of cats that would enjoy that quite a bit. So what we do when we make cat food here is I use chicken. I use chicken thighs, and the chicken thighs we're going to give to them raw. I'm going to mix chicken thighs with liver. This is chicken liver, okay? And I'm going to use this grinder that we got from a hunting and fishing supply store, one of the big ones just like you have in your town. This is a better grinder. It cost a few $100, and the reason why we got this better one is because it has enough power to grind up these thighs, bone and all. And I think that's important, because when this cat food is going to contain chicken, but it's also going to contain chicken skin, it will have bone, it will have marrow, and it will have organ meat. So that way they're getting a broad distribution of types of proteins that would show up as if they were to eat a whole animal. We're also going to add some taurine, and the reason I add taurine is because supposedly cats need taurine. I don't really know why. By the way, I'm not a veterinarian, I'm a geologist, and I can't explain why cats would need taurine when it comes in, I don't know, it comes in birds' hearts, but we don't have hearts here. So we add taurine. I add cut excess fat off. It takes a sharp knife, but cut off any excess fat and skin. They don't need extra fat. These chickens have more fat than any wild animal they're going to eat. Second thing I do is I cut it into 3 pieces so that the bone is in the middle, and that way I have 3 pieces that can easily go into the grinder. Stop. Alright, this is a 5-pound package of chicken thighs, and this is the amount of fat that I cut off. It is probably less than a pound, but it is an amount of sacrifice. I don't need to feed them that much fat. What I do is I fire up the grinder, and it makes this noise, and I add the livers. I put the livers in at first, I dump them out, and I look to make sure every now and then in one of these containers of liver there is a gallbladder, and cats don't like gallbladders. If you don't know what a gallbladder looks like, let me just tell you, it's green. So I don't see a gallbladder in here, which is good news. So the livers go through, and they're pretty juicy and slimy. I also add, in 5 pounds of raw chicken, about 7,000 milligrams, or 7 grams, of taurine. And then, here's where the grinder really shows its... I'm adding the bone with the chicken, so that they get ground up bone, just as if they were to eat a bird in the wild. As you can see, it comes out and it mixes together into a nice mix. The cats are patiently waiting because they actually want some of this. Once this is done, I will bag it up into freezer bags, and we put some in the freezer, and we give it to them raw. We've been doing this entirely for a matter of months, and the cats are much healthier. The cat box is cleaner. There's no more diarrhea, and they seem to be very pleased with it. couple of safety things you may want to be concerned about. If you don't wear glasses, you probably want to wear safety glasses or cover your eyes. You also want to keep, this is of course raw chicken, and to avoid any sort of disease, make sure you wash your hands before you do anything else. Make sure everything's ready so you're not touching anything else in your kitchen with raw chicken fingers. Sometimes while I'm making the cat food, the cats are up here begging, so I give them a little bit. And that keeps them from interfering with my actual work here. I just mix it up and make sure it's thoroughly mixed. As you can see, it's cut pretty coarse. There's 3 different cutters that come with my meat grinder. One is very fine that looks like hamburger. The other one is very coarse that looks like it's designed for pushing ground stuff into a hot dog casing, which you can also do, by the way. And then the middle one is a coarse grind. As you can see, there's large pieces of food. The cats actually like having large pieces of food that they can chew up. Even pieces of bone and cartilage and stuff, they manage to chew through and eat it all. I also mix it up because the taurine, I want the taurine evenly distributed. I don't know if it affects flavor or not, but I do want it evenly distributed. So these are 1,000 milligrams, and I'm taking about 2 of them per day and splitting them amongst 4 cats. We put it in freezer bags and put it in the fridge or in the freezer. I usually make a bag about this big. This is a 1-quart bag, and it has about 5 inches in the bottom of it, maybe an inch thick. When I make these, I end up with 8 in a 5-pound package of chicken thighs and a 1-pound package of liver. Makes up 8 servings, and that's for all of our cats. These chicken thighs at the grocery store, they're 99 cents a pound. We've paid as high as $1.50 a pound, but it's usually in that range. The livers themselves tend to be about $1.50 to $2 a pound for a thing of livers, which makes the cat food itself less than $2 a pound. That's more expensive than cheap kibble, but it's certainly less than your most expensive cat foods. If you're wondering why we make cat food, click on this link and there'll be another video describing exactly why we make the cat food. So that's how we make cat food. And our cats seem to appreciate it. I will leave the recipe in the description below. If you'd like, make your own cat food. Let me know how it works. And also like and subscribe to the video. Thank you. Have a nice evening.